Hi, I'm Cris. Welcome to a solo episode of OCD Geeks. This time I want to talk about my experience with the Xbox Series X. I'm owning it for several months now, I think 3 or 4. First of all, it was super challenging to find one. I spent a few months looking on the stores and online. It was quite impossible. I remember, for example, trying to get a PS5 and the site continued to crash. It was impossible to even enter. Besides that, one day I was able to find an Xbox Series X and I decided to order. It was a good decision because even after 30 minutes, the console were completely sold out. Even now, after several months, I know that it's quite difficult to get one. I totally understand your struggle if you're trying to get a new console. Anyways, if you are a casual gamer or maybe you are going back to gaming after several years, I would recommend you to get an Xbox Series S. That it's way easier to find it. If you don't care about, teraflops and 4K gaming, the Xbox Series S is an amazing machine, especially if you subscribe to Gamepass. So, talking about Gamepass, it is a service similar to Netflix or, the other streaming video services, but for gaming. Actually, in this case, it's not even a streaming because you are able to install the game into the hard drive. You have a selection of hundreds of titles, from the classical Xbox games to the new Xbox Series X and S. For example, when Halo or even Fable or Starfield, these games will be Xbox Game Pass Day 1. Basically, you only need your subscription without anything extra. It costs around €12. It's quite a good deal, thinking that, a brand new game can cost up to 60 or even €70. With the Game Pass, I was able to discover so many games that I didn't know about. For example, Forza Horizon, that is amazing. Another game that I discovered is Dragon Quest XI, that is also included in the definitive edition. But since the deal that Microsoft made with Bethesda, now you can access to a full range of Bethesda games such as Oblivion or the Fallout series. Besides that, I really enjoyed the new Outrider. Outrider is a looter shooter. That means that basically it's a shooter where you collect new items and gears that will make your character stronger and stronger. Even this one is a brand new game by Square Enix and I was able to get it on Game Pass Day 1. So I totally recommend you to check it out. I decided to buy a few other titles as well. One of them is Cyberpunk 2077. I completed the mainline story and I decided to start again in order to check out an alternative ending. So I know that this game was quite controversial because on last generation machines, talking about the Xbox One or the PlayStation 4, the performance was quite buggy and almost impossible to enjoy. On the Series X, the game runs without any particular problem and the experience is really nice, even though I'm still waiting for the next gen patch. But anyways, I totally recommend you to check it out, but mostly for an adult audience since it's quite violent. But also, the story is full of plot twists, so I totally recommend it. Another game that I decided to check out was Watch Dogs Legions. Ubisoft is amazing in creating open world games. For example, I'm sure you are familiar with the Assassin's Creed saga. Overall, my experience with the Xbox was very positive. When I bought it, I was quite concerned, like, is it better the Xbox or is it better the PS5? I want to say that both are amazing machines. I completely enjoy experiencing the Xbox ecosystem. I will never trade my Xbox for the console. Is super quiet, you don't hear anything. This is quite a difference compared to my older PS4 Pro that is super loud. Another feature that I really enjoy are the headset that comes separately from the console, around 99 euro or dollars. One of the features is that they support Dolby Atmos. You're able to experience gaming to a brand new level, or even to enjoy your favorite music. I use it on the Spotify app. Generally, this kind of feature you can find on a quite expensive headsets like 200 or 300 euro as well. I totally recommend you this item for the value. So guys, what are your experience with this new generation of console? Were you able to buy a new one, rather the Xbox or PlayStation 5, or still you are waiting and enjoying playing on the older console? That's quite a good decision as well. Most of the games that are coming out now are basically cross-gen. That means that you can play both on the older and newer generation of console. For example, the Assassin's Creed Valhalla, even the new Horizon Forbidden West will came out on the PS4 as well. That's quite an accomplishment since the game looks outstanding. You know guys, let me know in the comments down below. As I said, me together with my friend Jack are the host of the OCD Geeks YouTube channel and podcast. You can find it in all major podcast apps such as Apple Podcast, Spotify, and Google Podcast. You're welcome to subscribe and leave us a review, rating, hopefully a 5-star one. This helps a lot to let the world know about the podcast. Your comments, ideas, and stories are welcome. So in our channel, we are not talking only about gaming, but a variety of topics as well, such as books, TV shows and movies, meditation, mental health, technology, and so on. For example, you are welcome to check out our review of latest Pixar movie, Luca, that it takes place in Italy. Me and Jack are providing an Italian perspective. So until next time, let them talk our freaks. We stay tuned on OCD Geeks.